as I was saying, right? This fake footage of them shooting down UAPs, all right, which we call them chariots of the Most High, all right, of Israel, all right, because this is our motto. This is what's going to come back to eradicate, all right, the so-called system, all right, or the kingdom of Esau, Edom, all right, and to deliver the so-called Israelites, all right, at the same time. That said, destruction is coming, all right. So we know that Esau is going to pull out all the stops because now he wants to expose or release the files where Cuba, not Cuba, but Central America already had did that. All right, they've been did it before America. So they're doing nothing new. And matter of fact, you could call it filibustering, all right, towards the issues at hand, which is the files, the inflation, right, and what's being done about the so-called war in Iran with the fuel, so on and so forth. So all that's getting circumvented, right? And then also, what's the deal with all these billionaire technocrats getting ready to tell people what to do, all right? And watch people from every source of media, all right? Every device in hand, so on and so forth, all right? So these are the things that this devil is doing, and it's not going to be no shock to us, right? And this is on Dabu 7's page. I won't play the video, but I'll show it. It says UFO shot down U.S. military F-16 hits mysterious objects with missiles over Lake Haran, Iran, UAPs. All right, and we know that this is not true because, like I said at the beginning of this video, they already let the public know that the chariots of the Most High, UAPs, all right, are 100 million light years ahead of us in technology. Okay, so we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay, we know the plan, we know what he's coming with, and we know that this man only has a few seconds left, all right, of rulership. All right, when you look up this David Wilcox stuff with the releasing of the type of aliens and so on and so forth, all right, these are not things that's pertinent to your salvation, okay? But pertinent to our salvation is the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, okay? The King of all kings, Yahweh Shai, okay? That's what is pertinent to Israelites being saved out of here. So don't pay attention to any of this BS, man. All right. Like I said in times before, Esau's stories have so many holes in it. They could be considered Swiss cheese, man. Okay. And we know that the chariots of the Most High can't be shot down. All right. And we know what they're going to come to do. They're going to come to fight, as it states in 2nd Esdras. Let's get that. Because this is the only time that Esau, Edom, all right, in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter as well, all right, is when they're going to have to swallow their words when it comes to the chariots, okay? Yep. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that men waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, which are the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Okay, so this is what's going to happen when the real showdown comes with the chariots. And that I just showed you on Dabu 77 page is some type of space trash they're putting up there so they can shoot it down and say, hey, we're mighty. We're mightier than the Most High's angels, unknown things. Okay? Because that's what UAP is, unknown aerial phenomenon. Okay? Esau is just through, man. Corny as ever and through. All right? It says, and whosoever the voice went out of his mouth, whensoever, Salaki, the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. Okay, so scorched. All right, everybody, poof, get flamed on. Okay. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right, so this is the real chariot fight that's going to happen. Okay, not that whack ass shot that they just sent you on Dabu 77 page. Okay, it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. So it's so big that the mind can't fathom where this gigantic vessel came from. All right. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hands, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together with the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of a innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Okay, so that is what's going to happen. Okay, none of these planes, none of these missiles, none of these, and we've seen that before. And I can't remember where I seen the video. I think it was on YouTube, but it's a part of that documentary series where they talk to the pilots that had seen the two chariots go by them. All right, and they shot one of them missiles at them, Hellfire missile, and the Hellfire missile broke before it got there, and it essentially turned into a dud. It's no bang after it. It just was like a broken missile, a broken arrow crumbled up in the air, and a little spark of energy came from it, and it didn't damage the ship at all. Okay, so this is what's going to happen when the chariots of the Most High come. All right, the U.S. government, no government on the face of the planet can shoot down the heavens chariots, all right, from on high, all right, which belong to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom, and Abad Babal. Shalom.